Good morning, kiddos.
Hey, everybody.
Hello. We are so excited to have some songs today.
That's right.
Are you ready? Let's start out with I am a C.
All right.
I am a C. Do you know what word starts with C? Christian. So we're going to start out this song and we're going to spell out the word Christian. And then we're going to spell out the word Christ, heart, live eternally.
Mm-hmm.
Now, living eternally means living forever with God in heaven. So, let's see if you remember how this one goes. We'll start out slow, okay? I am a C. I am a CH. I am a CHRISTIAN. And I have CHRIST in my HEART. And I will LIVETERNALLY. Very good! Woo, we were ready to go fast.
I know. Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Now we're going to do it fast. Okay? Are you ready? I am a C. I am a CH. I am a CHRISTIAN. And I have CHRIST in my HEART. And I will LIVETERNALLY.
That was very fast.
Very good.
Woo,
Excellent job.
Right.
All right. The next song we're going to do is Deep and Wide. So this is deep and this is wide. Are you ready? Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. Deep and wide, there's a fountain flowing deep and wide. And wide, and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And wide, and wide, there's a fountain flowing and wide. And there's a fountain flowing and there's a fountain flowing and there's a flowing and there's a fountain. One more. And there's a there's a wow, we got that one a little
easy
crazy.
to get confused.
We sure did. Wow, that was a good one though. Okay, let's do. What is it? Wrapped up, tied up.
Okay.
So you know me, I like to do it a certain way, and Lee likes to do it a certain way. So let's
Yes.
start out with my way, and
Okay.
then we'll do it Lee's way. Are you ready? I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in Jesus. I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in God. I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in Jesus. I'm all wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in God. Okay, Lee, how does yours go?
So mine is you start out, that's right, wrapped up,
Tied
tied.
up.
So wrapped is like wrapped. Your arms are wrapped around.
Wrapped.
And then you're tied,
Right.
your fingers are tied together, and you're tangled.
Okay, you ready?
All right.
I'm all
Wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in Jesus. I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in God. I'm all wrapped up, I'm all tied up, I'm all tangled up in Jesus. I'm all wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in God.
All right, well, I'm going to
Alright.
do it my way one more time, and I'm going to do it super fast.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
All right.
I'm all wrapped up, I'm all
Tied up,
tangled up in
tangled
Jesus.
Jesus,
Wrapped
wrapped
up,
up,
tangled up in
tangled up
God.
in
I'm
God.
wrapped up, tangled up in Jesus. Wrapped up, tangled up in God. Oh, yeah.
That was a little too
Very
fast.
good.
Wow.
All right, so the last song before Jericho Walls we're going to do is The Soldier in God's Army.
I'm in the Lord's army.
I'm in the Lord's Army.
Right.
All right, are you ready? Get your marching boots and leave them on for Jericho Walls, okay?
That's right. Fine, get ready.
All right. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir.
I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir. I may never march in the infantry, ride in the cavalry, shoot the artillery. I may never fly o'er the enemy, but I'm in the Lord's army. Yes, sir!
Very good,
Right.
soldiers. Alrighty then, the last thing we'll do before Miss April teaches us our lesson is Jericho walls.
March around the Jericho walls.
Are you ready?
All right.
Get ready. Marching around the Jericho walls. Jericho walls. Jericho walls. Marching around the Jericho walls. Early in the morning. This is the way we blow our horns. Blow our horns. Blow our horns. This is the way we blow our horns. Early in the morning.
This is the way we march real quiet. March real quiet. March real quiet. This is the way we march real quiet. Early in the morning.
This is the way we shout real loud. Shout real loud. Shout real loud. This is the way we shout real loud. Early in the morning. This is the way the walls fall down. Walls fall down. Walls fall down. This is the way the walls
fall down.
early in the morning. Wow! Good job, everybody! Thanks for singing with us.
Hey, good morning. How is everybody doing today? Me and Miss Lily. Wave, say hi. Say hi to everybody, Lily. We are happy to see you all this morning. And we hope you all are ready for another fun and exciting class about Jacob and Esau. We learned last week how they were twins and how they were two. Hey, Lily, can you move? Can you move? Come on, move out of the way. Thank you. We learned last week how they were twins, brothers, but they were very different. So this morning we're going to learn just a little bit more about them and how that they're twins that are different from each other. So this morning our lesson is going to come from the books of the Old Testament. And remember, it's going to come from the first book, which is the book of Genesis in the Old Testament. And remember, there are 39 books in the Old Testament. So let's get ready to learn about Jacob and Esau. All right, so last week we learned about Rebecca and Isaac and how they were married and how Isaac had prayed for him and Rebecca to have a baby. So Rebecca and Isaac ended up having twins. They had two. They had Jacob and they had Esau. Now, Jacob was Rebecca's favorite, and he liked to stay with her in the tent. And Esau was Isaac's favorite, as he liked to hunt for him. Well, one day, Jacob was fixing his favorite stew, and it smelled very good. Then Esau came into the tent, and he had been hunting all day and hadn't caught anything, and he was tired and hungry. "I'm starving," said Esau. "Give me a bite of that stew you're cooking." Esau's nickname was Edom. "I'll give you all the stew if you will trade me for your birthrights," said Jacob. So back when Jacob and Esau were alive, the birthright was given to them by their father, as he was the oldest son, which meant he'd get his father's blessing and inherit all of his father's possessions. "I'm dying of starvation," Esau said. "Then what good is a birthright?" "All right," said Jacob. "I'll give you the stew in exchange for your birthright," said Esau. "Make a vow to God that it's mine." And Esau made a vow to God, and that meant he sold his birthright to Jacob. Jacob gave him some bread, some peas, and a bowl of stew, which Esau ate, and then went on his way. never caring about what he had just done. Now, a birthright was a special honor given to the firstborn son. It meant you got twice as much as the others of the inheritance money when your parents died. Then you also became the family leader. So Esau one day was going to be very sorry. One day Esau was going to regret selling his birthright for a bowl of soup. Now, Jacob had become very old, and he was blind, which meant he couldn't see, but he could hear, feel, and taste. So one day, Jacob was sitting in his tent, and Esau came in, and Esau said, "Is that you, my son?" "Yes, father," Esau answered. "I'm an old man and soon may die. Take your bow and arrow and get me some deer meat, and then cook it the way I like it and bring it to me to eat. I want to give you your birthright blessing because you are my firstborn son." Well, Rebecca was listening to the conversation from the other room. "Esau doesn't deserve that birthright. He sold it to Jacob for a bowl of stew," she said to herself. So, when Esau left for the field to hunt, she called her son Jacob. And she said, "Quickly, Jacob, do exactly what I tell you to do. Go out to the flock and get me 2 young goats, and I will cook them the way your father likes them. Then take the meat to your father, and after he has enjoyed eating it, he will bless you. After all, the birthright belongs to you, not to Esau." "But mother, you can't fool father that easily. Esau's skin is hairy and mine's smooth. What if father fails me? He will think I'm making a fool of him. Then he will be angry and curse me instead of blessing me," Jacob replied. "Don't worry," said Rebekah. "You just get the goats. I'll take care of the rest." So Jacob did what his mother told him to do, and he brought her the goats, and she fixed the meat, his father's favorite way. Then Rebekah took some of Esau's clothes and put them on Jacob. "I will make you a pair of gloves from the hairy skin of the young goats," she said. She also fashioned a strap of hairy skin around his neck. "Now go to your father. Here's the meat dish and some fresh bread." Jacob went into the room where Isaac was. "Father," said Jacob. "Yes," said Isaac. "Who are you, Esau or Jacob?" "I'm your oldest son, Esau. Here is some of that delicious meat you wanted. Eat it up so you can bless me." How were you able to find it so quickly?" said Isaac. "God helped me," Jacob lied. "Come over here," Esau said. "I want to feel you, to be sure you really are Esau." Well, Isaac felt Jacob. Yes, you are Esau," he said, "even though your voice sounds a little different." Isaac ate the food, and then he asked Jacob to kiss him. When he did, Isaac said, "Your clothes smell like Esau. You must be Esau." Then Isaac blessed Jacob, and he said, "May God always give you rain for your crops and a good harvest in grapes. May nations be your slaves, and may you rule over your brother." As soon as Jacob left the room, Esau came in with the meat. "Here I am, Esau, your oldest son," he said. "Oh no," sobbed Isaac. "I had given you your blessing to your brother." Esau began to cry. "Oh, father, you blessed me too," he said. Isaac said, "You will have to work hard, and you will fight your way with the sword. For a while, your brother will rule over you, but you will one day be free." So, what we can learn from Jacob and Esau is that we should never take things into our own hands. We should always trust God, because God had told Jacob he was going to bless him. But Jacob took matters into his own hands instead of listening to God. And sometimes we need to listen to God more than what some of us do. I hope you all have enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you all next week with another lesson about Jacob. Bye. See you all.
Good morning. So we are going to do a little craft. We're going to make Jacob, and we're going to show how he dressed up like his brother Esau to get his brother's blessing from his dad, Isaac. So what we're going to need are 2 popsicle sticks, and I'm going to do them like this, like kind of in the shape of a cross. So I'm going to take a little tape, and I'm going to make a little donut out of my tape, just like that. And I'm going to put it here and here. Ta-da! So there's Jacob's body. Next, I'm going to take a piece of construction paper, any color you want, but this is going to be Jacob's outfit, his tunic. So it's a rectangle, or so this is like more like a square. I'm going to fold it in half to make a rectangle. I'm going to do this. Fold it down. Then I'm going to cut a little neck hole. Just like that. Ta-da! Then I'm going to round the bottom of his tunic. Just like that. Ta-da! So, now I'm going to make some tape, put some tape on the back of it. Another little tape donut. Shut that first. Ta-da! And we're going to take this tunic on to Jacob. Now he's got a tunic on. Okay, now I'm going to cut out some hair. So I've got a little piece of yellow construction paper, and I'm just going to cut out some crazy hair behind his head. Ta-da! He's going to have an interesting spiky head of hair. Watch this. Put some tape on there. And then we're going to have one crazy head of hair. Look at that. Look at that hair. Now, I'm going to cut out some shoes. So I'm going to do some semicircles like this. There's one. And 2. Ta-da! So I'm going to take these, I'm going to put a little tape on here. Just like this. And there's a shoe. And here's a shoe. We're getting there, my friends. So, remember how Jacob put animal fur on his body? So we're going to take some cotton balls and stretch them all out. See? Just like that. Stretch it all out. And we're going to tape it right on here so that he's going to have furry arms. Can you believe that? He's going to have some furry arms. And then, last but not least, I'm going to draw a little smiley face. And one more little bit of hair coming out there. Look at that! There's my Jacob dressed up like Esau. Great job, guys. I hope you enjoy making the sky. I love you all.
My name is Davin, and I'll be teaching you how to make a delicious snack. So first step you want to do is peel off a banana, and you want to cut it in half, and then you want to have some peanut butter and chocolate chips. And so you want to grab the peanut butter and spread it all on the top of the banana, and you want to cover it. And then you want to have some chocolate chips. So you want to sprinkle it all over there. So freaking good.
And how many minutes do you put it on? Or seconds?
You want to try to cook time? Start. 22 seconds.
But this is going to be really good.
Enjoy!